Summer is not yet over.
It is here.
It is here too. I can see the same Rocky Mountains that you can see. I can see from here in the distance, and all covered in snow already. So,
yeah, we topped out at like 40 yesterday. So,
right. Anyway, hello, sir. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you feeling?
Not too bad, actually. Not bad at all. And yourself? Are you well?
Pretty good. Yeah, ready for hockey to kick off again. We got what, 3 days?
3 days, Tuesday. Yeah. Are you excited?
I am. I think it's going to be another good season, and I think after everything's settled out, I think there's a lot of parity in the league this year. So it should be interesting.
A lot of parity or a lot of parody?
Yes. Well, the fact that Sidney Crosby is already getting into fights in preseason is kind of weird.
He doesn't prove. He doesn't have anything to prove.
I know. What is he doing?
Well, it's damn glad to be back. Hello, everybody out there on YouTube and Rumble, and I can see people on both sides. This is great. We've even got a thing which will throw up occasionally on the screen, which has both chats combined.
Yeah. Anybody who chats, it's just going to pop right on in there. It's supposed to.
We'll occasionally throw that up there. Well, look at that. It's working. So look at all these great people we have already. We got Courtney, who's driving right now. So hopefully she's not typing and driving. I know she said she wasn't going to do that. Sassy Southern Belle, who's got a team in our fantasy league. Smokey.
Nice.
Smokey's got a team too. Good to see you. Mike DiCarlo, he's got a team. Also here, we got Coach O'Dragon. We got Joe Dog. We got E. Clay Thomason. Good to see you, buddy.
What's up, E. Clay?
And Joe, yeah, we've got to rebuild our audience because we told them all to go away for the summer.
Yeah, kind of. Let everybody knows hockey's coming.
Exactly. Hockey's coming back. So it's good to see you all here. Thanks for being here already, joining us. And I'm sure we'll definitely get back into the swing of things as we go. Because it all kicks off Tuesday. I haven't watched any preseason games because none of the Stars games were televised. None of them. So
yeah, well, and it's preseason. I mean, we were up 3-0 against Vegas in one of the games and managed to lose 4-3 in the third period because we just sat everybody. We saw what we needed out of everybody, all the big boys. Then they just sat them, and we got crushed in the third by 4 goals. So.
Indeed.
It doesn't matter.
That's right. You get excited because your team wins like 7-1 and then 6-0. You think, oh, we're off to a great start here. Then you just realize the other team was playing their AHLers.
Yeah, it is the best time of the year to take the overs, though, and if you're a betting person, because almost all of the preseason hockey games go over.
That's what Culture said. Take the over. Mm-hmm. Not much of a betting man, though, so...
I don't do much anymore. Used to.
Yeah.
I used to bet on multiple sports. Now I'm down to only hockey. So. And hockey's not a fun one to bet. I mean, the over is about the only time I ever feel good in hockey. And then you get 2-1 games.
Yeah, well, we'll take a look at later on. We're going to look at the power rankings, and obviously there's maybe some information in there that people will use to, if they're considering placing a bet on who's going to win the Stanley Cup this year. But as you say, a lot of parity. I'm actually quite excited about some of the teams and some of the lineups we might see. So it's going to be pretty
good. We've got our teams 1 and 2 in our division, and some say the Avs are going to go 1, and the others say that Dallas is going to go 1. So they're definitely thinking that we're topping our division. One of our teams.
Who's alphabetically last in our division?
Who's
the
last?
Yeah, who's the alphabetical?
Chicago, I think.
No. Who's the alphabetically? So if it starts with Colorado or Dallas, because at the start before you've played a game, they line up alphabetically. Who's at the bottom right now?
I don't know.
St. Louis?
Could be St. Louis.
Winnipeg
Jets.
Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So that's the way it will remain, I predict.
That's possible.
So We're going to attempt a live draft tonight, although it means you'll get to see everything I'm drafting because I haven't figured out a way of doing it any other
Hiding it.
way. Hiding it. So you'll get to see me looking down to the 500 picks to get those value players down there, because I've missed every other good one at the top. So we're going to start that at 11 o'clock. Now, we've currently got 6 people in our league. We have me, you, we have Southern Belle, Mikey D,
Mike DeCarlo.
Smokey, and Tay. I like Tay's slave victims.
Did that change just recently? That
I
wasn't
don't
what
know.
it said earlier, was it?
It's not what it said earlier. I think, yeah, Tay, this is so. Clearly, he's a Montreal Canadiens fan because you'd have to be press gang to play there, I think. But,
So if anybody else wants in, you guys need to let us know.
yeah,
And it is a season-long fantasy, but I mean it's for fun. So nobody's gonna. I mean, we'll do some trash talking, I'm sure, but nobody's gonna rag on you if you forget to make a change in your lineup or something.
yeah, and we're doing. Well, I've never set one up before, by the way. So let's hope it's been set up correctly. By about 10:30, we'll finalize the teams, as they say, and then everyone will get the chance to go in there and start poking about and putting stars against players they want to pick. But if you email me at admin@bonnieriggproductions.com or info@bonnieriggproductions.com, both work, I can send you the link. There are 6 spaces left. Who would miss such an opportunity? And you get the grand prize at the end of the year right now is just bragging rights, but you never know. We might think of something.
Yeah.
We might think of a prize. So around about 10:30, we'll be finalizing the teams, said the link. And I think that means you can go in there and start getting to the draft room and start mucking about and picking players. So you'll all get to see
It'll tell us the draft order at 10:30.
It will. I think I'm willing to predict Connor McDavid is at number 1.
I would think most people are gonna immediately think of him, yeah. But
because I've done a few practice drafts today, and it was like mock drafts, and it's like, oh my god, I wish I'd looked into this a bit more. Usually, I spend a day or two every year before the draft. I've got my other league that I'm in tomorrow. That I'm the draft, and I do some research. And this year, I just haven't really done any. So I'm going, holy shit.
Well, then you're right there with us because I haven't done any research. Yeah. I don't know most of the players in the league. I know them just from highlights of when I'm playing, when our team's playing. Not
and
not on a really good basis now.
It makes a huge difference where you are in the draft as well.
Yeah. But right now, with only 6 people, it's just going to be an all-star team for everybody.
Yeah. Now, this I've never played a rotisserie league before, but that's what this is going to be. So I think it's just like we rank against each other at all times. It's not head-to-head.
Just 1 through 6.
Yeah, so I think a balanced approach to drafting. It's got the usual 2 Cs, 2 LWs, 2 RWs, 4D, 2 goalie, and then bench positions, obviously. So it's got all that as usual, and I think it's the standard Yahoo head-to-head, same categories, goal scored, assists, shots on goal, hits, save, blah blah blah, the usual ones, same ones. But yeah, I guess it's we're competing against each other at all times, I guess. So
yeah, we've got one other thing to do though. Are you having a drink, sir? Because we are bourbon and boarding.
This is the first drink I've in weeks. So
really?
What have you got? Because I've taken a lot of painkillers. So try not to take too many though, just the minimum.
I'm doing Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger tonight.
Ooh.
See if I can. There's not really a way to get rid of that glare, is there?
No.
So yeah, I've had this on stream before. I know, that's why I've been doing black and white lately. So tired of the reflection off of my forehead right there. This one's 57.96% alcohol by volume. It's, I think, 4 years old. So they've got the higher end version of this is their highest the highest that they put
Okay.
out, and that one's like an 8 to 10 year. This one's 4 years, but it's bottled, uncut and unfiltered as well, and it's pretty good. It'll knock you on your butt after a couple of them though.
Sounds like it, mate. Yeah, geez. It
Yeah,
looks nice. I'm going to have to do a trip and get some new bottles soon at the best store around here for that, but I'm still sticking to the old stuff tonight. I got the Buffalo Trace.
a nice old Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, I figure if I finish the bottle, like justified buying a new one in a different
Yeah.
one.
Well, yeah, if you find one.
That's my excuse.
And then I've got my Buffalo Trace barrel going right now over to the side. So it's got my Weller, my Blanton's, Stag, E.H. Taylor, all of them, the Eagle Rare. So
nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
That looks good. Yeah, looks good. Is that
fun collection.
Where's your arcade machine?
The arcade. I moved it back to the other side of the garage because it's really not working at the moment. The hard drive I think went out on it. It won't boot. So
right.
$1,200 gigantic paperweight at the moment.
Huge paper garage door opener stopper.
Yeah, and just taking up a ton of space. So
nice.
Sucks.
Oh well. Yeah, let me just check. I'm waiting for. Come on, guys, 6 more people.
What's up, Tommy Trees?
Let me just throw that up in the stream. So yeah. Good. Yeah, good to see you guys though. Tommy Trees is here. Yeah, Crimlon is here. Yeah. So what is it? 10, 13, 15 minutes, and I'll be thinking of finalizing those teams. So get your.
Yeah, Crimlon, you should be in this.
Crimlon, come on, just send me an email and I'll send you the link.
But it's just admin, not AA.
It's admin,
not a admin.
No, admin, ADMIN, at BonnieRigProductions.com. I mean, I could have thrown the link in the chat, but we might get undesirables then.
Yeah. We can always, I mean, you have to approve them. You're a commissioner.
That's true.
I would just throw it in, and I mean, it's 15 minutes. I would just throw it into the chat.
So I'm going to throw the link in the chat.
People will also have to maybe get set up on Yahoo if they don't have a Yahoo account going for fantasy.
Yeah. So I've thrown the link in the chat for anyone who wishes to join. While they're thinking about that, let's take a look at some stuff, though. I'll start with the Colorado Avalanche training camp roster. Yeah. So any surprises? Anything?
I don't think there's any major surprises. I think we've kind of known how this was going to go most of the time. Maybe one surprise in that I don't think Ben Meyer is going to start up with the big team. And they really thought that he would based off of last year. We've already got a number of injuries, but they, for the most part, are supposed to be, ready to go on the 10th. I don't think Cogliano has done much of anything. He's still recovering from that broken neck in the Seattle Kraken series. But great news is that he is going to be back. And for those that don't know, Landeskog, our captain, will be out for the whole season again this year.
He's still out all year. Okay, Jesus.
He will not be back during the regular season. And they keep teasing that he could be back for playoffs, but yeah, I don't think so. I mean, who knows? But after not playing for 2 full years, even if he is physically capable, I don't know that he's going to be hockey ready to just jump into playoffs for his first games in 2 years.
Yeah, he's going to be a bit rusty. Well, I mean, the main thing is that he gets fit and is able to come back. And that
if he's able to, yeah.
Does,
I mean, there's no question on that.
Sure, but let's hope he does. I think Francouz is out. Pavel Francouz is IR.
Yep. That guy can't figure out how to stay healthy for anything. He was gone most of last year. I mean, last year was just weird, and we all know it. So we're just crossing our fingers that it's not as bad this year. So
and you have Thomas
Nichushkin's back, and Not saying anything about last year. They've just been completely mum on the whole thing. So
just a lad's night out or night in. Lad's
Yeah.
night in.
just weird though.
Yeah,
I mean,
so Thomas Tatar is with you now,
we picked
though.
up Tatar and we picked up Johansson.
Yeah,
So
not bad. Yeah, pretty good.
we've got probably 3 extremely solid lines now, and we've got probably the top 6. Our top 6 defensemen are probably the best top 6 defensemen in the league right now.
Yes.
So
useful to remember for drafting purposes in a fantasy league, because some of them can mean further down, and Devin Tays.
Yep. And we've still got $4 million in cap space, but I think we're going to go after trying to get Taves an extension, because he has stated he wants to stay here, but at his level of play right now, I don't see how we can afford him without him really wanting to stay here, taking a major hometown discount.
Yeah, well, these things happen, but it looks like you're pretty good.
It'll be a completely different team than the cup winning team just 2 seasons ago, but the core is there. The problem last year was we had no real 2C, and we had no third and fourth line for most of the season. So starting off with 3 solid lines and then a fourth that doesn't look too bad. I think our third line will be better than most other third lines in the league. I think there's enough skill there that they will, when it's third line going up against third line, ours will shine. So
you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I'd still pick them again for the cup. In fact, my pick doesn't really change from last year. I'm still going Avs in Carolina.
Okay, well, that's actually a good point, because at some point, whether it's this week or next week, we'll probably make some predictions. I think I might just wait. We'll do that next week, I think. Let them have a couple of games, and then we'll do our predictions.
These are the preseason picks, power rankings.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at the supposed power rankings in a minute. But the Dallas Stars, unlike the Colorado Avalanche, don't have a fancy web page. They just put out a spreadsheet. So they've still got a few cuts to make. But interestingly, with only a few days to go, they've still got some of the rookies in there, particularly Logan Stankoven, who I've seen many times, obviously, with Kamloops. Hasn't done too badly in preseason. Has a shot, I would say. He has a shot. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes down to the AHL, but he hasn't disgraced himself. He's played well. They've also got Maverick Bork, who's a rookie in there. Blumel. So there's a few
related to Ray, or
no, he's not. No, which would have been nice, but he isn't. So there's a few guys in there. Generally, they're all pretty healthy as well. They seem like they're up for it. So I think it's a 1-2 again. With I think Colorado and Dallas will be fighting it out, I think.
It sure looks like it.
Yeah,
I mean, and the bottom of our division is horrible. The top will be a pretty strong top of the division, but then the bottom's just going to be abysmal, I think.
Yeah, so I think our problem will again be lack of puck moving skills in defense and lack of speed in defense would probably be our main issue, with the anchor Ryan Suter lying on the ice like a lump of concrete most times.
What were your major acquisitions during the offseason?
Nothing huge. This guy, Craig Smith, who came from Boston, which was weird.
Matt Duchesne you picked up, right?
Yeah, Duchesne was one. Craig Smith was one. Weirdly, what it is, though, is we've got an awful lot of centers. No, I know some of these. It says, for instance, Tyler Seguin center, but he can play on the wing.
He can play left or right.
Yeah. So I'm hoping some of these are also interchangeable, because I know Rupe can do both as well. Because otherwise we're heavily over-centered. But I think we a couple of solid acquisitions. I'm interested to see what Duchesne will do. I mean, could be.
He's getting a little bit long in the tooth, but he may still have something.
Well, he's perfect for the Stars then. Once they enter a senior senior housing when we take them on.
Yeah.
So let's see. Has anyone else signed up? No, we still only got the 6 teams. You've got 10 minutes left, people. 10 minutes.
And it may be real boring watching us all draft.
I should have entered 2 teams. Never thought about that.
Nah, that's cheating.
Could have done a fake team.
I tried to get the wife to, and she was like, hell no.
So Mike is urging everyone, come on, sign up. Mike's also thinking Caroline's a good shout. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Not a lot changed there from last season to this season that I saw. So
yeah, Crimlon's chewing the Avs on. So so we'll take a look at the power rankings, I think, then. Once we've so 10 minutes to sign up.
In other news too, Shoresy has started up its 2nd season.
Oh yeah, I've got to watch it yet. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Same kind of thing. What's up, Gray?
You mean this guy?
Fuck you, Shoresy. Fuck you, Corey. Your mom's twat's so swampy, not even Ducks Unlimited will talk.
You mean that Shoresy?
That's Shoresy.
I wish it would. The whole dressing room speech video. We can't really show it in here because it's long and it does get copyright.
It is long, yeah.
But
we can show it here, just not you're there.
You're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. We'll do a
take
Rumble.
That back. You are.
Yeah, that's right. We'll do a Rumble only stream one day so we can just show all that stuff.
Right.
So yeah, sport. So rankings. Let me have a look. Preseason fantasy, not fantasy. NHL power rankings according to the Hockey News.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what the hell? Why not? Barbashev, not a bad lower draft pickup. Barbashev, just giving you all a hint there. So Vegas Golden Knights, they've got them ranked still at number 1. I don't know.
Surprises me. I think that's just they won, so we're going to start with them at 1.
Yeah. Is Bettman really going to win 2 in a row?
No.
I don't think Bettman will win 2 in a row. Panthers at 2.
Yeah. I mean, they retooled a little bit. I mean, they were top of the NHL, 3-4 seasons ago?
Yeah.
President's Trophy winners?
Yeah, I think they got a couple of injury issues. I think Bennett's injured and 1 or 2 others, but they're, still looking pretty good. They had better goaltending last year, finally. I think Bobrovsky finally pulled his finger out. He wasn't great, but he was better. So
yeah.
Carolina Hurricanes, number 3.
Yep.
I could see that. Number 4, surprising though. The Dallas Stars.
I told you, the writers are picking them for quite a bit. They have faith in them.
They're not that bad, I have to say. Normally I'm pretty pessimistic, but other than the defensive issues, I'm fairly optimistic.
Yeah, well, which usually goalie, some more offensive depth.
Yeah, pretty solid offensive depth. So, see, we're not even there's no sign of Colorado yet, which is weird. So Edmonton Oilers at 5. Well,
so
they say that every year,
and it's still a team that they have superstars that win all the accolades and awards, but can't win a cup. So
yeah, I know. I think it'll be the same again. It's rinse and repeat,
Yeah, until those guys take a pay cut in order to put some guys around them, they're just not going to win with just the 2.
Yeah. Connor Brown's pretty good, though, I have to say. Connor Brown, he's not a bad draft pickup if you're looking for depth. New Jersey Devils at number 6. Well, they were slated last year to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think they surprised people a little bit last year on how well they did do.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they started the season looking like they were going to be. I mean, I don't think the preseason power rankings last year had them very high,
No,
but they managed to claw their way
they
up
were seen as being on the upward trajectory, I think, in the last
Yeah.
2 or 3 years. So
on the outside looking in still, and
Yeah.
then they're there.
I agree with what they say here, though. The Devils seem to be everyone's pick as the next big thing, which is a little worrying because hockey never seems to favour the favourite
True.
generally. Number 7, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Everyone's fun favourite playoff team.
Yeah, they made it out of a series, so now
Yeah.
they're going back to the top of the power rankings area.
They're
I
even
don't
more
think they're going to do
dangerous.
anything this year either.
No, they're even more dangerous in offense. Actually, they got Max Domi. He is a trier. I'll give him that. He was
Yeah.
great for us in the playoffs.
Bertuzzi was a good pickup for them.
Yeah. The Seattle Kraken at number 8, above Colorado. I don't
Meh.
see that. I just don't see that.
Seattle, I don't know. They're just not that deep.
No.
I mean, all of their talent is spread across all 4 lines, but none of the lines is all that fantastic.
Yeah,
But
number 9.
we'll see what they look like after we actually get into the season this year.
I don't think the Kraken will go that far this year.
No.
That's
Not
just
like
me.
last year.
Yeah. Colorado Avalanche only at number 9 in this list.
Yeah, well, there's still a lot of question marks about people coming back from long-term injuries last year, so I can see that. I mean, for a preseason thing, because we really haven't even put the team out there for the preseason, so
Yeah.
there's nothing to really judge on. And we did have some key pickups. Druin is actually doing pretty good. I mean, he's leading the team in points in the preseason, so he's looking good. Johansson's going to be good. There's quite a few guys, and then those core players that we've got they're going to put up their numbers as long as they stay healthy.
I think so. Yeah. I think you're a lock for the playoffs. As to how far you can go is the question. After that, and how healthy you'll be. And the Rangers at number 10. So, yeah, I mean, they've been kind of knocking on the door for a while, but
boy, they're really not liking Boston and Tampa Bay this year, are they?
Where's Boston? Where's Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay at 11, the Kings at 12. I mean, they haven't even touched Boston yet, unless they're going through these in some other order. Boston at 15. I mean, yeah, they've lost Berger and Krejci, but come on.
There's WG. We still got a minute. WG, get into the fantasy league.
WG, you really should be joining our fantasy league. So, I'll post the link again. I won't finalize it yet until we're sure that no one else is joining. But we need to soon so people can get in and take a look at the. So there's the link again. WG, sir, thank you very, very much for the $20 super chat. Good luck this season, boys. Go Canes. Well, the Canes will be up there for sure, and we need all the luck we can get, as in Brahma and I.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, sir. I guess we'll play you a little bit of a video.
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it,
Deadpool.
WG, and it's good to see you. See you again, Deadpool. I'm seriously concerned about Deadpool 3 though, because I was excited about it, and now I'm thinking, you know what, they're going to fuck it up.
It depends on if they let Ryan Reynolds do his thing or if they step in. And I think he'll walk if they're going too crazy with it.
I would think so. But then again, he hasn't got much else going on, as he didn't manage to buy a hockey team, did he? So
no, but he still owns a soccer team.
He does. He owns Wrexham. That's true.
And they got promoted last year, I think.
They did, I think, although I don't pay too much attention to British football.
I just pay attention to that team because they've got the TV show and because Ryan Reynolds is involved.
That's right, yeah. But I mean, on paper, a Deadpool Wolverine should be massive, but we know what Marvel are like these days, so we'll see.
The thing to worry about is they're going to cameo the crap out of that movie from the sound of it. There's just going to be cameos all over the place.
There'll be every female lead in a Marvel movie ever.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So that was the top 10-ish for the hockey news. Who are they missing, chat? Who are they missing? Is McCarran going to be named in the Team Canada scandal?
I don't know about the Team Canada scandal. I haven't paid attention.
Something to do with abusing of something not very nice with their female guests. Is that the right one?
Oh.
Is that what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Let me know, Mike. That could be it.
But the next one is true. Makar was the cover player for NHL 2024.
That would be a big issue if he. I don't think it will come to that. But so it's now 10:32. We'll give it till 10:35, 10:40 to see if we can get any more signups. Come on, guys.
Well, I'm picking 6th.
Yeah.
So far.
Are you? All right.
Yeah, the draft room's open, so it may have closed for adding new teams.
Okay, so I wonder if I should finalize the teams then. I don't know what that means, finalize the teams. You can tell I've never been a commissioner of a league before.
I think you don't want to finalize until after the draft.
Maybe I don't even have to do that. As long as we can draft, I don't have to finalize anything. So,
this is interesting. 70s gets the first draft position.
Oh, I've never had that in my life, ever in any league.
Yeah, you created the league and suddenly you're in first draft position.
Maybe
Weird.
I should go off the board. What do you think?
I would definitely draft a goalie.
I think I should be drafting for hits first. Hey, I would win the category.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that if I'm drafting first, I may be tempted to go for Connor McDavid because I've never, ever, I'm always 8th or below. Never, ever in the top. So, but because there's only 6 of us, we're all going to get our pick of some great players.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Should be a fun hour or so.
Yeah. So I get first and then 12th, the way it is right now. But so Mike said they're going to name somebody in this Canada thing. It was the juniors, I think, World Juniors, and there may have been some shenanigans, as there probably always has been. It's just they're a bit more open about it now. So
doesn't seem like Makar is that type of personality. He's kind of more like, leave it to Beaver. Oh shucks, that kind of
that's what
personality.
I thought. So it didn't strike me that that's the way it was. Yeah, someone's going to get nailed for something though. According to that, Ranton and his day-to-day. Well, that's probably just till Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, that's maintenance.
Yeah. So we'll hide that for the moment. So you guys have got you can look down and pick your people. I gotta do mine off the cuff. I have a list, but the list always.
So I'm gonna do mine. So
just remember, those of us that are in it, you need to remember 2 centers, 2 left, 2 right, 4D, 2 goalies, and then the rest is gravy.
When you're in the draft room, it'll show you on the right side of your screen what positions are not filled yet on your team. Yeah. So
I don't think I'll have the chat up. I think I'd rather see more my queue and my team. Actually, I don't want to put anything in the queue because everyone will see. Whilst we're doing that, then I'm going to throw up some of the player rankings that have been.
The top 300 or so.
Top 300 players. Yeah, and you can get to pick from those. Fantasy hockey rankings. We'll just look at the top ones. This is on Fantasy Pros, which is a site I've not really used before, but so they're going for the usual. It's pretty much what you're getting on Yahoo, I think. There,
likely. I mean, they consolidate all these things and say, yep, here's what
Yeah.
a whole bunch of sources said.
There is a big difference between the expert rankings and the default Yahoo rankings, which I think must be based upon last year's performance or something like that. But they are different lists, I've noticed. So
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of expert rankings for anything. So
No, especially if you have to pay for the expert rankings for like draft kits and stuff.
yeah. So
Not doing that.
So McDavid and Pasternak,
Mm-hmm.
then Draisaitl. So Draisaitl sometimes is second in these.
And Yahoo he is.
Yeah, McKinnon fourth, Kachuk, Matthew Kachuk fifth, Jason Robertson up in sixth. Did produce a lot of points. So
Yep.
and Rantanen, Kucherov, Austin Matthews, and Jack Hughes round out the top 10 here. Tage Thompson at 11. Cale Makar at 17, which he's actually quite low on the other one as well, the Yahoo one. He's at 13.
13th, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be going for 100 points this year, I think.
Yeah, and then they've got Shesterkin and Sorokin as the top two goalies here, and I think on the Yahoo side it's similar, whereas they didn't necessarily have the best stats overall.
Shesterkin and
Sorokin.
Yeah, Yahoo's got, well, they've got Vasilevsky up there too, but he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
For what, 2 months? Mike Carlos said 2 months.
So
he's starting on the injured reserve.
Hellebuck is the third goalie on this list, and then Oettinger. So Tim Stutzel of Ottawa at 24 on this list is an interesting one. I hadn't thought of him. So it's fairly standard, I guess, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing real surprising there.
Nothing surprising there. Nobody else is joining us, I think.
I'm not sure that they can now that the draft room's open. So,
well,
this is probably it. We're locked in.
This is probably it. We are locked in. I should have started the draft earlier, but never mind. We'll hide that for now.
If everybody's in there, we can just start it, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
you're the one who's the commish.
I need to look at the commish settings. Maybe I can kick it off now. Okay, so those that are in the draft: Smokey, Southern Belle, Mikey D, T's slave victims. Who's T? Who's T in the chat? Sorry, I'm missing.
I don't know who that is actually.
I think it might be a friend of Mikey D's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see him in the draft room yet. I don't think.
We'll better wait. We'll wait a little bit. Yeah.
I see Mike, Bell, you, me, Smokey. Yeah, I don't see.
It's a buddy of Mike's.
I don't see the last guy. Yeah.
So we shall wait and see. Now over on Rumble, I see we have our great friend Gray is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you, Gray. I actually
Gray came to check us out.
I don't know if anyone. Can you think nobody else can join now, or I should have put the link in the Rumble side. Sorry, my email is in it. Although it should only have one A, not two A's. Thanks for putting it in there, Smokey, but it should only be one A.
There's Massgrave just joined in, and James Gerald Eckert Jr.
Yeah, I can't see the link to post now. I don't think it's there anymore. So, hang on.
Yeah, once it's decided the draft order, it's probably locked.
No, it doesn't.
Because just imagine how much it pissed somebody off in a regular league, not just for fun, when somebody joins and suddenly you go from picking first to it reshuffles it all.
That's true. So it's locked in. So sorry, folks.
Well, everybody will just have to pick a horse in this race and decide who they're going to get behind this season.
Yeah, well, there's only 6 of us, so it's going to be tight.
Yeah.
It's going to be tight, and as it's a rotisserie league, I think, does that mean the loser gets spit roasted? I don't know.
Not with the group we've got. Southern Bell's the only one that no.
Right. Well, in that case, I don't know if Tay will be able to join us.
He said he may have fallen asleep, so that would just have him on auto draft if he doesn't show.
He'd be on auto draft. I guess there'd be tons of scope to change your players after in trades. So we'll give it a few more minutes. So let those who are in take a look at the players, and there is one thing I wanted to show everybody for a bit of fun. Here it is. So this was a tweet from the NHL News Archive. This is team jerseys 85 to 86. Which is the best one, was the question. Which is the best jersey? This is 85, 86.
Out of the ones from last year?
Yeah.
I actually kind of did like the Nordiques, but the Whalers would definitely be my pick. I love their logo.
I think I hate to say it, but I'm going to agree with you. I would have picked the Whalers.
That whale fin on the W, it just looks so good.
It is pretty good. I like the Whalers. Nordiques. Is the Nordiques there? Where is it?
The Nordiques is right next to the Whalers.
Oh God, yeah. I was looking from the top down. It's right next to them. That's a pretty good one too. I mean, both teams. Well, with Nordiques, where did they end up going? I wonder.
I can't remember.
It
was around 95, 96. But
yeah. So 2 great jerseys.
They left Canada and immediately won.
Immediately won. That's right. Isn't that the way though? Isn't that the way?
They had to have felt like they won the lottery. They get out of Canada and they get to win the cup and they get Patrick Waugh.
Yeah. Now, the one I don't like, and if TZ was here, and it's a shame he's not, TZ Burton, is I really don't like the Canucks one. The Vancouver Canucks. I really never liked that design.
I'm trying to spot it.
It's 4th down on the left. Sorry, 4th on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never liked that jersey.
Not a fan.
I've seen a lot of them because they wear them in this part of Canada and in BC when I lived there a lot, but I think it's horrible. Horrible.
I do like the Penguins one. I mean, it's just got a little bit of character compared to many others. I, of course, hate the Red Wings one.
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty nice. I mean, that's a classic logo.
No. Red Wings suck.
Yeah, I'll be digging out some Red Wings jerseys, I'm sure, for later in the year. But just in certain occasions, just to annoy you. I'll get my Pavel Datsyuk bobblehead and set it here. What a player he was.
Bill, you're starring your players. That's going to put them in the queue when it's your turn. Like Brian's going to pick, then it's going to be your turn. You're going to pick whichever player you want, and it'll let you confirm that that's the pick you're making.
Yeah, so you
can only do stuff on your turn. So
don't forget, Bell, there's a few things you can do here. You can use the expert rank, or you can do it by the Yahoo default ranking. They are slightly different lists, if you see.
And you can also change it to positions of centers, forwards, or centers, left wings, right wings, and defensemen, so that you can actually draft the positions that you need on your team, which are shown over on the right here. Those are the empty spots for you.
Yeah, you've got to fill all those spots. So you can't just pick 16 centers.
Yeah, you don't want to just pick whoever the top one still is, because it may not be a position you need.
So if I star somebody, you'll see they appear in my queue. That means, it doesn't mean you have to pick them. It's just your way of reminding yourself that here's some people you're looking for, and you may get the chance to pick them when the time comes. And to draft someone, what will happen is if you highlight a player when it's your turn to draft, there will be a draft button will appear up here in the right-hand top corner. Big button that says draft, and you click that, and that's them drafted for you. You have to click the player either by clicking them in my queue or clicking them on the list, the main list. Either one will work. You can search for individual players so you can see where they are. They may be way down, of course, so you want to look for them, and then you can star them so you don't lose them. You can do centers, a list of centers. You can do a list of left wings, list of right wings, and so on.
And when somebody else drafts somebody that's in your queue, it's going to disappear from your queue, so you don't have to worry about keeping track of it.
Yeah, there's usually a column.
Maybe even be an audio alert that lets you know that somebody from your queue is just taken.
Yeah. The presenter mode.
Hey, there's a dark theme.
Hang on. There's the presenter mode. Oh, should I leave it on that? And then I
don't know. Are you going to be able to draft?
Oh, well, I can. Yes, I can do it from a different window. That's the presenter mode, and that's see they're smart, aren't they? So I'm going to take this.
Just take that tab away,
Yeah.
then you can actually
can't
do
see
your
what
draft.
I'm picking you.
Yeah.
So,
But change it to dark mode.
How did I do that? I never change things to dark mode.
No, it was on that list where you got the presenter mode. There was a light and a dark theme mode in there. There.
Oh no, that's horrible. I hate dark mode. I can't see it. I'm blind. I can't see it.
Oh, fine, you old man.
Right. I mean, can everybody see that okay? I know it's I don't know if we need the chat on the side. It just tells us who's joined or not. That's better, I think. And I wish I could get rid of this annoying Yahoo thing. So anyway, there is presenter mode. I could probably full screen it somehow. I will do. When the time comes, I'll full screen it. We've got 10 minutes, 12 minutes left. Time for another drink.
Mm-hmm. I already had mine up to my mouth. You got to let me know if I've got a vamp for you while you drink.
Keep vamping.
Right. There's nothing to vamp about.
Now I can go starring some players that I was looking for.
So now you're going to stop hosting and just start filling up your queue.
Anyway.
Yeah, Smokey, you can change yours to dark mode, though.
Yeah, you can change your individual, I'm sure. But
Mm-hmm.
So Masgrave is saying, I can't wait for my Hawks to get destroyed again this season, even after 2 number 1 picks. Yes, well, wasn't that interesting that they got the top pick? But anyway,
yeah.
Is Bedard going to play? Yeah, I guess he is going to play, isn't he?
Well, they've basically said he's a lot of the players have said that he's probably the readiest they've ever seen somebody coming in as a rookie outside of McDavid. So
that's fine.
I mean, that would put him up there in McDavid and McCarr type talk.
It would. Are they actually going to make him the captain as well then? Maybe they're going to give him a medal.
I don't think so.
Is he general manager yet?
There's actually like 5 or 6 teams that have a vacant captain spot right now, including the Avs.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, the Avs are not going to make someone a permanent captain yet, though. They'll still be a temporary.
Not permanent. Yeah, they'll give somebody the C probably for this year, though, since they know he's gone for the year. There's no reason not to name somebody captain. And I don't think it'd be McKinnon, honestly. It could be McCarr. It could be even Taves or Nichushkin, because they've got kind of the locker room presence. Although I don't know that you give Nichushkin that after whatever the hell was going on last year. But he is kind of that veteran presence, and most of the guys in the locker room talk about a guy like him being the lead by example guy for the most part. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. But yeah, there's a few teams that are vacant in their captaincy right now.
So just how important is the role of the captain, in your opinion? Because in my opinion, I don't think it's a playing thing. It's more of an impact, overall impact. It's like the leader of the players, I guess, in terms of attitude, determination, and enthusiasm, encouragement, berating, whatever it is that they're good at, they do behind the scenes. Rather than, I mean, I know they make some decisions on the ice probably, but not
Well,
that
it's
many.
important to have somebody who knows everything on the ice, and it's important to have somebody, I think, who's got the temperament to be a captain. And if it's somebody that's going to be sitting in the penalty box the whole night, that doesn't do you much good. And they need to be a leader in the locker room, I think. There's a level of maturity in the NHL captainship for the most part, maybe outside of Marchand, but I mean, most of the guys are guys that the rest of the team looks up to, and if they're opening their mouth, everybody's gonna shut up and listen. So I think that's probably the biggest key component is if you've got the players' ears and everybody respects you enough to take what you say to heart. I think that's what makes an effective captain.
I think some of the captains in the old days literally did have their players' ears, like they'd actually have a collection of ears.
That is possible.
Yeah, I mean, I guess some of the old school captains in the in 30s, 40s, and 50s were probably tough guys, some of them, but keeping order and discipline in the team. Or now I think it's a little bit more cerebral than that for most of them.
Yeah, back in the day, it was probably who could drink the most during the game.
Who had the most smokes?
Right. Backstage, yeah.
Tim's here. Hey, buddy.
What's up, Tim?
Happy Gilmore is the goat here. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we might even have a video for that if I can see it with the current state of my eyesight.
Yeah, but my God.
What a shot. Damn it! Is that goal regulation size or what? Jeez!
It's the goal regulation size.
Still a classic movie. And it's funny because it isn't really, there isn't that much hockey in it, but it's a hockey movie.
He's got the hockey attitude.
Yeah. So Sathy Southern Belle needs a drink. Well,
yeah, I think she just realized what she got herself into signing up.
Okay, I'll give you some advice, Southern Belle, and you'll probably end up beating me. Is I think for this league particularly, you got to look for players that are balanced. It's great to pick a guy maybe that's got a ton of goals, but if he doesn't have much else, okay, you might want one or two people that are great in one category in your team, but you really want a balanced players that are more balanced across the board and all the stats. Obviously, they're not going to have the goalie stats, so they're not a goalie. And don't forget, the goalie stats are 4 out of the 10, I think. So
wins.
Yeah,
goals
don't just
against,
saves. Don't just look for goal scorers or assist scorers. It's a balanced thing. You're looking for other things too. And you may get a guy that's got a great he's maybe got a great goals record, but he's got a terrible plus minus, because plus minus is a category. So you might drag your stats down every week on the plus minus.
Yeah,
it's
like
just that kind of balance.
Draisaitl has a ton of scoring, but he's only a plus minus 12 compared to, say, McDavid at a 24 or McKinnon at a 28.
Yeah, and Kucherov has great assists, but his plus minus is in the negative.
Yep. So is Tage Thompson.
Yeah, so there's a few things to consider. I mean, you just don't think of it as picking the guys that score the most or have the most assists. You got to look for other stuff, shots, hits. Not just mean everybody has to be good at those, but the more balanced the player you've got, I think, in a rotisserie league, the better chance you've got overall. And then really at the end of the day, for all the research you can do, the draft is live. You've got a certain amount of time to pick stuff, and you might have 100 lists sitting there in front of you. As soon as somebody picks somebody on that list that's on your list, it all goes to pot.
Yeah.
What? I had a plan.
Well, and like Mike DiCarlo says, he just ends up picking the players he likes. I think we all end up doing that to a degree, no matter what, in any kind of fantasy league.
Yeah.
If you know, if there's a guy right around where you're picking and you know his name a lot better than you know somebody else right there, then chances are you're going to take the one that you know and like to watch. But
yes,
that's just some people.
There's certain teams you'll try and avoid too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, certain teams I really, really don't want to pick players from, no matter how good they are.
Yeah, there's not likely to be any Detroit players on my team.
I don't think there's going to be any Detroit players on anybody's team. But
oh, yeah.
And
do they have any players this year?
Yeah, I don't know who have they got. I'm not sure.
I don't know anymore. I mean, they had a fire sale, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't think. Even
They're going
the guys
into a
that
full
were
rebuild.
Even the guys that were in first part of the rebuild are all gone.
Yeah.
Well, there's Tatar, wasn't he a Detroit player? I mean,
Now he's an Avs player.
Exactly. Yeah, Mike says, don't expect me to pick Montreal, guys. So we get 2 minutes, 22 seconds to go. 2 minutes, 20 to go. I wonder who I'm going to pick first. I think I'm going to go for the obvious. I'm just warning you.
This feels so rigged. You're picking first and I'm picking last. Feels rigged.
Yeah, but you get to make 2 picks in at once then. I got to wait another 10, 12 picks before I get another one.
Yep, and then the same thing happens to me. Honestly, first and last are my least favorites. I like being at like second or third or right before
third or fourth,
the last guys. Yeah.
But I've been 12th a few times and whatever. It's just terrible. I hate it. You sit and watching all your first choices going bang, 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 gone. Margaret. Actually, though,
you're already looking way down the list.
That's right. Although usually if you've got a particular strategy where you're looking for a certain type of player first, sometimes that kind of takes the weight off. You don't have to worry about blowing that plan just to pick flavor of the month that's at the top, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you can stick to that plan then if it involves a lot of, like, let's say you're picking all goalies first or all defenders first, then you can probably just, well, great, I wasn't going to get those guys in, the McDavids anyway, you know? So.
True.
Sure. Exciting stuff, though. 48 seconds to go.
1 minute.
No,
1
you have
minute
a minute
remaining in the period.
1 minute. You do have a minute to pick. You don't have to wait the full minute, though.
Yes, it would be best if we didn't.
Yeah, we'll still get it done pretty quick.
Yeah,
We'll be on the clock soon. It's coming up. The excitement is building. It's like waiting for the winner of the Vezina Trophy or the NHL draft. Oh,
right.
We had a ding.
10
I got a
warning.
ding. Yeah. All right.
Bill, you're probably going to be picking quick.
Well, guess what I'm going to do?
McDavid.
Bill's
all right, so Bill, you're going to pick a player from the list or from your starred list.
And then hit the draft button.
And then hit draft.
I wouldn't spread it too much. You've got some nice choices there. She's gone for a drink. She's going to let it default. Well, you're going to get dry cycle if you don't do anything.
I need another drink too. What should I go with?
Come on, Belle. You can do it. Pick someone.
I'm going to do some Redwood Empire.
What is Bill doing?
Pipe Dream.
1 minute. Well, how do you lock your choices? Well, you
just click on whoever you're wanting to take.
Who you want next, and then hit.
There, she got it.
There you go. You got it.
Or it timed out. She's
The-
asking, where is the actual draft button?
Well, it's usually up at the top right-hand corner. So you see where it says drafted second by Bells? That's roughly the area it will be on the draft screen.
Smokey has picked Cale McCarr.
Oh, I was
You went
hoping
way
to get
down the list
that.
early.
That's a good move. I got to figure out how to find the window again. There we go. I've got too many browser windows open. All right.
So this one's going to go to auto draft, we think.
Yeah, it will. Okay, I got to think about this.
Oh, no, he must have shown up.
Oh, is he here? Cool.
Must have, because somebody drafted.
That would have been the auto draft, but it's a good pick anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's a shame the car's
No,
gone.
she's right. There it is. All the way up at the top is where they've got the draft button.
It's at the top, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm back to back, aren't I? Well, I might as well just, yeah. Why not? Just out of principle, I took them out of order.
Okay. Oh, it's a shame Vasilevsky's out. You can still pick him. He'd just be sitting in your bench for a while.
2 months. Smokey's on the clock. So Kucherov's out. Austin Matthews.
This is a tough one. Don't make me be a homer.
So the
Bell.
color coding is to positions.
Yeah. Oh, Sorokin. Yeah, that's interesting.
Going goalie early.
Oh, that's a good strategy. Good strategy.
So Bell all the way up at the top, like on 70s, it's showing Ilya Sorokin. To the right of that, it'll show the draft button. I think it was green.
It should be right. It's quite big. Unless you're on a phone.
All the way at the top of the screen.
All the way.
Yeah, if she's on a phone, I don't know.
I don't know where it is on a phone. No.
But I don't think she typically comes in here on the phone.
But it should be right up at the top. You have to click on the player, of course, that you want. You got to click on the player. Mouse click. So I'm going to show you what I see, Bill. So I've clicked on.
I think
Jake
she found it
Ottinger.
because she got that one.
Yeah, I'm going to draft it. It's up here, this big button here. Unfortunately, I've got to go again now, and I haven't had time to think about it. Oh, don't make me be a homer.
Oh, you're going to be a homer.
Oh, I don't want to pick him. Oh, shit.
Oh, she is on the phone. Then in that case,
we don't know.
I don't know. But it seems like you found it because you drafted before the minute last
Mitch
time.
Marner. There we go.
So now you're back on the clock, Bill.
I'm picking for positions now. I'm picking positions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the phone, it must be tough.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the layout would look like.
She still managed to get two great players.
Yeah, it's going to be hard not to have all-star teams for all 6 of us with just 6 of us.
But then again, will that one or two choices outside of the obvious be the ones that make the difference then? Yeah.
Right.
Come on, Bill. Oh, well,
I don't think she's found the button yet.
No. Well, Vasilevsky will be good when he comes back to fitness, so it's not,
So that's 2 goalies off the board. 3. You took Ottinger.
I did. We're all going to have our pick of goalies, though, because there's only 6 of us. So, unlike a 12-team
Yeah.
league, goalies disappear pretty quick.
Right. Oh, Smokey surprised me.
Oh, he went for Chuck. Oh, no, he went for Nick Suzuki. That's an interesting choice. He was on my depth list for my 12-team pick tomorrow.
Well, I'm going Homer.
Oh, yeah.
She put it on auto draft, she said. Sorry, it's not working out quite right,
Yeah,
Bill.
I've never. Yeah, the you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make that. There we go. So he went for Crosby. You're just looking for the penalty minutes category, are you not?
Yeah.
That's all you're
Crosby.
looking for.
I needed a center and didn't really want to do Thompson. But now I get to relax for 5 minutes.
Oh, choices. I've still got a minute to think about it because it'll take a minute to get through.
If she's on auto draft, it should have just automatically
there we
done it.
go. All right. No, that's me. Shit.
Smokey took Manson. So it'll still auto draft from the ones that you star. So if you want to star them, it's going to draft from that or whatever the best one on the board is.
Yeah, I mean, none of those are bad players. Got 4 centers, though. That's the only problem now for Bell. She's got 4 centers.
I got to start paying attention.
Yeah, still lots of good choices out there.
Nobody likes
Ooh.
Minnesota.
No, that's right. I'm not picking any Minnesota players if I could at all avoid it. I thought about Adam Fox, actually. He was on my list. But... Oh, Tay's going for Kaprizov. He looks pretty sharp in preseason, I have to say. And now, if I can just talk, I'll put Brahma off.
Yeah. I mean, is old man Ovechkin worth? He's so old at this point.
He's only really, he's only got certain stats. I don't know.
Well, I've got back-to-back, so I'm going to take my time on the first one so I can also look at the second one.
Yeah. You're milking that too much now.
Yeah. All right.
I hate the fact that you're in the same position. You've got a back-to-back. You haven't got time to think about the second one as much.
Yeah, especially while trying not to have complete dead air on our stream.
Well,
I mean, people can watch the draft, but
should have been playing some music, I guess. But there'll be so many guys to edit, to trade and edit. So maybe I should put maybe as the commissioner, I should put a limit on it. Only the commissioner can swap players.
Right. That sounds like something you do based on your rigging of the draft.
Okay, let's see who Southern Bell's going to get this time if she's on auto. Hope she doesn't get Oh, she's got another center. See, there'll be some trades going on, maybe.
Clear your queue, Bell, and start picking people that are LWs, RWs, and Ds.
Yeah.
If you're able to.
You know what? I'll go for the bread man. Because I need to start filling up some other slots here. Yeah.
A center.
Anyway, it's been an interesting experiment, though.
We'll help you after the draft, Bell, if it makes it a team that is not playable.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of players you'll be able to swap, trade for, and waivers.
Or just
There's
drop
waivers.
and add.
Yeah. I use waivers a lot. Guess we're in round 7 already.
Yeah, it's going quick.
I really need to think about my next.
I love that they've got Bedard all the way up at 37, and he's never played a game in the NHL.
I know. They do that a lot with the hyped number 1 draft.
Oh, crap,
picks,
it's
though.
my turn, huh?
Yep.
I'll take the rat.
Oh,
It didn't give me my noise notification, so I only had 8 seconds. I was waiting to hear the notification go off.
Yeah, it's too many. It's actually almost too many choices in this scenario. When it's 12 people
Yeah.
drafting, you really find your options disappearing pretty quick. McAvoy is a good choice. Yeah, that's a good one. Lovely.
Got to fill out a little bit of D.
Yeah. And there goes Saros, UC Saros.
Such a colorful board.
It is actually. I'm glad we figured out there was a presentation mode, though. I was beginning to think it looks not
That's
too
good.
bad. It is good. Come on, Mikey, what are you gonna pick? He's thinking about it. There's a lot of thinking going on. Ooh, I had him penciled in as a possible. Yeah. Nice balance. You can see you're going for a balanced setup. You got goalies, centers. Yeah, pretty good. Well, I might do something.
Mine's not balanced at all
No.
in a specific way. Right now, I've got 3 players from Boston and 2 players from Colorado. Without really meaning to either.
No. I might do something a bit different here. Tricky. It's just too many choices now. I don't like it. Don't like it. I like less choice, and it's more obvious what I should do.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's great. He'll do. working through the players, though, I have to say. Okay. Oh, there's definitely one I'm after. Definitely going to have to go off the board soon.
We're flying through this, though, almost to the 10th round.
We are. Imagine how long it would have taken if we'd had a full team. 12 people, a full league.
Oh, I know.
Never mind, it's only the first year. Next year we might have more. Oh, shit.
Oh, Tay just took the player I had lined up. Is there any advantage to taking a player that is listed as left wing and right wing, or
Yeah.
center and left wing? You can plug them in at either spot, either way.
Yes, they do. I tend to pick players that have got more than one, because you can slot them in either. Yeah.
Okay.
If you've got too many that are just one position, sometimes you find that you don't have a full. You might be missing a center one night when games are. But you might have three left wingers, and you can't play one of them then. So if you've got players that can go on both, yeah. Oh, damn it, that's one of my secrets. God damn it.
Well, none of us have ever done fantasy. Well, Mike may have, but I haven't done fantasy hockey.
Yeah, I've done it for a few years. As I say, I did win my league last year. This year, that usually means I get hammered. Like the year after, I always do badly.
Right. Hopefully the injury bug hits you like it did the Avs last year.
See, I don't mind the IRs because there's a couple of IR slots and you can pick other players up, but it's when they just are out. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, day to day or week to week.
Yeah, then you lose them completely. Yeah. Okay, it's time for me to go well off the board. How many goalies have I got? 1, 2. Well, I'm going to go for this guy. That's my secret weapon, Radko Gudas. And I'll have another goalie. There we go. I've got my goalie compliment. The other thing about picking two goalies from the same team is you're always guaranteed that one of them will be playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they're both injured.
Unless they're injured, yeah. You see my thought processes here. Okay, LWRW. Ooh, yes, there's a player. So I got to start getting rid of some of these. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Come on, Smokey. What's the big deal? There's hundreds of great players. Oh, Aiden Hill, good choice. He's on my depth list if I don't get the ones I want. For goalies picks it tomorrow, he's on my depth list. Especially if you've got is it Thompson, the other goalie? For Vegas?
Can't remember, honestly.
Yeah, if you get the two of them, not a bad lineup. That's why I like the two Boston goalies. They've got a great winning record between them. Nico Hischier, nice player.
And I want to fill things out, but at the same time, I don't want to go that far off of the.
I know. Well, there's so many good, players there. It is a tough choice, you know. Everyone's avoided Ovechkin so far.
Yeah.
Well. Go down and pick the last player on the list. Put the
Right.
rankings in reverse and pick the last player. Okay, Nikita Zadorov. Southern Belle is going to get. I'm glad she got a left wing. She's collecting centers. Right, it's time for me to do some. I'm going to be a homer. I can't help it. I'm going to be a homer. Go for
Uh-oh.
Pavs.
My window stopped responding.
Did it? Oh shit! And then I'm going to do. Actually, that's true. Some of the centers that Bell's got are not just centers. It only shows the main position, but they're. I bet you some of them are. I don't know. Braden White center. No, they're all pure centers, I think.
Crap.
Is your screen frozen?
There, I was able to get back in.
Okay, we are now on round 13, so not many to go. And I've filled out all my positions. The rest is gravy. Gravy. And you know, I mean, a lot of people look for just teams that are sort of winning a lot, but some of us try and look at the lesser teams as well. If you get to pick up the top player in those teams, like Arizona, you might get a couple of good picks, or LA or whatever.
The one guy that plays.
The one guy that plays, yeah. You got to watch for the plus minus though.
Right. So we only do 16 rounds, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody should have 2 spots. Well, no. Most people have 3 spots left, and then.
Yeah. And I've managed to fill up all my positions, so the rest are the benches now. Okay, so oh, did I really pick? Oh, somebody took the player I wanted. Shit. You know, he's an old favorite. I'll go for Chris Letang. He's aging a bit. There you go. I've had him for years, and he's always done reasonably well. I'm not sure I entirely like my team.
Me either.
I don't like it at all, in fact. These are not the guys. None of these are the players I would have lined up if I'd really been forced to. You say normally I'm pretty good at picking at the lower reaches, but there's too many players at the top here we could pick. There's only 6 of us, so it's thrown me right off.
Right.
Okay, round 15. I got one more to get.
We got Mikey on the, yeah.
It's a shame that Andrei Svechnikov is on IR. He would have been a good pick. Hey, I'm tempted to pick Evander Kane, you know.
Yeah.
His stats aren't bad.
Is he still out there?
Yeah, Edmonton. Signed a deal with Edmonton.
Hmm.
He's got pretty good stats. Okay.
All right. I'm done.
Oh, Seth Jones. Yeah. This is tough. Claude Giroux's still out there. He's not bad. He's playing for Ottawa. Who knows what they'll be. I love Alex DeBrincat,
Yeah.
but his plus minus is a killer for this kind of league. Oh,
Somebody just take somebody you were looking at.
No, I keep looking lower down the list and thinking, oh, maybe that guy.
What's up,
And then
guys? Car. The Basco scenario has entered the chat.
The Basco. Hey, Basco. Oh God, there's so many good. They would not be like this in a 12 or 20 team league. It would be a lot tougher.
Did you have
But a
fun
lot
filling in
easier.
for me on Thursday, Basco?
So, final pick. Screw it. I'll go for this guy. Is that it? It says
Draft
on-
is complete.
It says on the clock, but I did pick a player.
No, it shows draft complete in the upper left-hand corner.
It does. It just isn't showing my final pick on the screen.
Oh.
Which is weird. It was actually Pavel Zacha of Boston.
Well, maybe refresh it. You may have to go in as a commissioner and hit finalize now. Yeah, the draft server is already gone. So
Okay, well, I'll take that off the screen then, and I'll think about that. So, well, that was an interesting thing. Never done a live draft. Let me go to the commish tools. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
there's only me.
Okay.
Yeah, that went differently than I thought it might. was-
It
With
did,
that few
didn't it?
people drafting, it's just too many big names up there, and it's like, well, I need to actually fill out the positions, not just take the take the big names out there.
Yeah.
Ovechkin fell to really late. What, round 13 or 14?
He did. Yeah, nobody wanted him. So yeah, Basco replaced one bald guy with another bald guy.
Yeah, he was on Thursday Night Throwdown, and I was off the show last Thursday. I had other stuff going on, and
Yeah.
he came in and filled the slot.
I don't know if I have to finalize anything because
Probably not. I mean, because the
so-
draft is drafted. So
So yeah, I mean, if I look, I'm just going to throw this out. There's my team.
I've gotta go into
So
the
they're all
app.
there. Players are all yes. Pavel Zacha was the last one I got with Secret Weapon Radko Goodis. You guys, no one's winning the hits but me. Okay. Well, actually, there
I
is
took a
one
few
of-
hitters.
Yeah, I think Darnell Nurse is one, and
My
there's
team
another one.
roster.
Oh yeah, Luke Shen. If you can't get Goodis, get Luke Shen.
Oh,
These
is there
guys are-
anything that grades our drafts? Because normally in Yahoo there's a draft analysis. Let's see.
Compare my team. No, it just compares individuals.
Yeah.
League standings. Well, clearly I'm top.
Sure.
Now,
We'll
as
go
it's a
with that.
yeah. So as it's a rotisserie league, I've never played one of those. There's no head to head each week. It'll just be a accumulating overall
Total
stats.
points.
So yeah. And then distance from competition, which is new. I've not seen there's graphs. So anyway, it seemed to have worked
For
Thank
everybody
you.
but Bell,
for
unfortunately.
everybody at Bell, but she still has a team. I mean, let's look at her team.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, so
She has
she's
no right wingers
no right wingers,
and no D.
defenders. I'm sorry, Bill. You and I should hook up, and I'll figure out how to fix this for you, because we can fix this.
Yeah, you can drop a number of players and pick up some players.
But you do have Connor Bedard, interestingly.
Yeah.
So yeah, what we want to do
amongst
for you,
her army of centers.
army of centers. She's like an army with just frontline infantry.
She's wanting everybody to come for her when all the centers start dropping from injury.
Yeah. So what you can do, Bill, although there's only so many of those you can do in a week, is waivers. So you can drop a player. You could take Malkin, for instance, and you could drop him. And then you could go to the list of unclaimed players and pick up another one of any kind. Doesn't have, a different position, whatever. So that can be done. But yeah, if it was based upon goal scoring, you would blow everyone away. The thing is, though, you can only play the players that you can't. The bench doesn't count. So anyway, reach out to me, Southern Bell, and we'll figure something out, and I can try and help you through.
I can help her on Monday night, maybe.
Yeah, picking out some stuff from waivers. So there you go. Thank you, everybody that took part. It was fun indeed. Yeah, pretty good stuff. So next week we'll have our first real results.
Yeah, we'll have to check in every single week and see how everybody's doing. Give us something to kill a few more minutes of this show.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll be in the swing of it, because next week we'll probably have some hits and fights and goals to talk about in the first results.
Yeah. Yep. And there is a league chat too.
There is a league chat. So everyone, all 6 of us, need to be getting in there every day and just shooting the shit and
roasting everybody.
Yeah. So there was something I wanted to read out, and it was Tim Brown I don't think he's here live in the chat, but he watches the replays, and he was a goalie.
Oh, okay.
Well, I say he. Tim Brown could be an alias. But he sends me stories, and I had one. He emails me stories, and they're really good. He doesn't have a webcam, he says, so he can't come on the show. And he was talking about a game that he played in the juniors. He was a goalie. And he played a team that thought they were playing like it was the playoffs, and it was game 7. Like, this is just some junior game, whatever. They thought they were in game 7 of the cup final, and they were playing like it meant everything to them. And his team lost the game, but when they were out in the lobby of the ice rink, the teams were taking off their gear after the game, and it must have been a mixed team, because one of the women on his team was in an argument. I think maybe Tim's a woman, I don't know. An argument with the woman from the other team, and the other team was so into it that his team were making good like catty bitchy noises and taking the piss out of them, making cat noises, hissing, and they were getting all wound out, whatever. But it turns out that the woman that were really arguing with in the other team was a federal judge.
Oh, really?
So it's just as well it didn't get disintegrate to anything more than that, because it looked like they were going to come to blows, but they're like taking the piss, He says he's got tons of stories, so it's
yeah. Well, he doesn't have to have a webcam to do it. I mean,
no, exactly. We'd love to
do an avatar and even just use his phone to talk.
Yeah, everyone's welcome on the show. So I think we'll probably wrap it up, though, eh, mate?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, next week we'll be back with the first games, first results, league standings.
First week of fantasy, first standings.
Yeah, first.
We'll see. First gigantic list of injuries.
Yep. First.
So it went last year, at least.
Yeah, first moaning by Toronto. Oh, sorry, Mike. Did I say that out loud?
No, he'll be moaning about his fantasy team, not about Toronto.
Yeah, that's true. Fantasy's great. I've got a draft tomorrow for my other league, the 12-team head-to-head league. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll have to look at both teams and see how it compares to the way you drafted this one and that one.
For one thing, I probably wouldn't have Connor McDavid.
Right.
The The other team will be full of lower drafted crap that's left over. But
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone that was here on both Rumble and YouTube. Thanks for joining us tonight on this first of the second season.
I can't believe we're already in a second season.
We're back.
It's crazy, huh?
Jeez, yeah. So looking forward to more. I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun. We'll start seeking out. We've still got a pile of commercials and stuff that we've collected, but we'll seek out some new ones. Hockey commercials. Hell, I might even have one. No, I'll leave it for next week.
Now Canadian Spider-Man shows up.
Oh, now he shows up. You missed the draft, buddy. You could have been in the fantasy league. Good to see Southern Bell's. Like,
Bill will sell you a team for a left winger.
Bill will sell you some centers. Southern Belle, all she wanted was those big, hunky, good-looking centers around her.
And she's got 15 of them.
She's got 15 of them, yeah.
She's got 15 centers and one goalie. And it's Vasilevsky, who's out for the first 2 months.
That's how they used to play back in the old days when they first invented soccer for you North Americans, football. That's how they used to play it in the late 1800s. Everyone lined up on each team. There was no forwards, midfield, defense, and goalie. They just all lined up and walked forward with the ball and took each other on, the whole team. So I guess that's what Bell's team's going to be like.
That's what most middle school teams look like at this point. Swarms.
You can see the team layout on TSN or something. Center.
Right. And then one sweeper.
Football is indeed correct. So the Blue Jays choked. I've not been following baseball. I know that Texas Rangers made the postseason.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention to MLB in a few years.
Me neither.
I went to a game when I was in Dallas earlier this year just because we wanted to check out the new stadium. But it's an indoor stadium in Arlington that the Rangers play at. And it's a nice stadium. It's just almost impossible to track the baseball off the bat because there's something everywhere, like some graphic on the wall, or it just was very hard to track the ball.
Is this the new?
And I was all the way down on field level, so it was kind of cool.
This is the new stadium next to where the new old stadium was.
Right. The old stadium's still standing.
Still there.
And the new stadium's there too. I guess the old stadium, they've got college playing there now or something. I
never understood it though, because I used to go to that one a lot and it was perfectly fine.
So I never went to that one. When I lived in Fort Worth, it was the stadium before the stadium net. So there's the one right before it. And then I used to go to the games at the one before that one. So I never went to the one in the middle of that grouping.
But I just don't get it. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the Rangers stadium. I don't understand why it had to.
I think they just wanted a covered. It's nice. It's fully air conditioned in Texas. So, I mean, that part makes it nice. But not being able to track the ball, I'd hate to be a player in that stadium. You can't see the ball at all.
The best baseball I've ever been to, and I've been to Yankee Stadium and some other stuff, old and new, Shea Stadium, stuff like that. The best I've ever been to was the Frisco in Dallas area. Frisco Rough Riders.
On the Bay?
I think they're called.
Oh, no, not the...
No, Frisco in Dallas.
Major League one?
North of Dallas.
Okay, Frisco and Dallas. Okay.
And it's junior, AAA, whatever. It's got a lazy river.
Yeah.
So you get your swim shorts on, you pay to get in, and it's beers and food and lazy river, and you just float around in that or stand watching the baseball from the pool. It's the best thing ever.
There's a very interesting stadium in Amarillo in the middle of downtown that's like below ground level. So from the street, when you're walking, you can see what's going on in the game. But it's the team out there in Amarillo is the Sod Poodles.
I've heard of them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sword poodles.
A good friend of mine is the general manager there. So every time I pop down to Amarillo, he gives me his manager's box and tickets and stuff. And it's kind of cool. But yeah, the sod poodles.
Interesting town, Amarillo. I've only been there once, but I did go to the Cadillac Ranch.
Cadillac Ranch.
And then
they got the big Texan.
The big Texan went in there, yeah.
The 72-ounce steak challenge.
72-ounce steak. I didn't have that, but
I had a cousin who took the challenge, managed to do it, except that his mom came up and hugged him right after he finished, and he puked it all up. She like squeezed him in a hug, and yeah, that sent him overboard.
Actually, I do. Hang on.
There was a place in Madison, Wisconsin, when I went for my work training one time. They've got a place where you pick out your steak, and it's a challenge, and they're all like 72-ounce steaks, but then you have to cook your own steak too, because it's a pick your steak and cook it place. So trying to cook a 72-ounce steak is damn near impossible.
Oh, I mean, was this on a grill or
just a gigantic griddle style grill? Yeah, I mean it was very difficult to get it done the way you wanted it to, because the thing is so freaking thick.
Oh,
that the outside starts getting really charred long before the inside actually gets cooking. So
you probably need a saw to cut through that thing as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was there's the big Texan.
Yep.
Oh.
I got a whole bunch of stuff you can do there. They got a shop, they got the restaurant. It's kind of like a gigantic Cracker Barrel with big steaks. The Cracker Barrel's got they've all got the little gift shop in them and everything in the front.
Yeah.
It's an interesting place. Amarillo is a strange city. Not sure why it exists, but it's there.
And then you've got the Cadillac Ranch.
Yep. Everybody takes cans of spray paint out there, and there's just Cadillacs sticking out of the ground that are coated with, probably at this point, hundreds of thousands of layers of spray paint.
Yeah, and it's just sitting out in the field, scratching their arse. These videos, these in iPhones, you get these stupid little videos that are instead of just a picture. There you go.
Yeah, the little live thing.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing.
We took the daughters out there. They've also got an amusement park out there that has some of the jerkiest rides I've ever been on in my life. And they had, when we went out there, like they've got roller coasters, but they would not run the roller coaster unless there were enough people that got in line. So you had to be asking people, hey, come over and ride this, because we can't go on it unless they won't open the roller coaster unless there's enough people in line. So instead of being able to just, with no lines, being able to just ride it over and over and over, you had to beg people, come over here and ride this with us. It was kind of weird.
It is. I agree with you. What is the point of Amarillo? It's like, why does it exist?
Yeah, I think it was just a waypoint at some point that got bigger. But it is the closest place to me that has Chicken Express, Whataburger, and Taco Bueno. So every now and then, because those are three of the favorite places that we don't have here, it's only like a 6-hour drive. So every now and then we would just go down there for the weekend and be able to eat at our favorite fast food places all weekend, and then just pop right back on Sunday. So leave Friday night, get there, spend a couple nights in the room, go to a baseball game and eat a whole bunch of crazy bad food, and then drive right back on Sunday. And
Whataburger,
little weekend getaway.
Yeah, I do miss Whataburger.
We've got them here in Colorado Springs now, so they're popping up all over the place here. They've got like 4 or 5 Whataburgers
that have shown
up here.
Want them back in
They're
Texas.
not as good as Texas.
No.
Yeah, Oklahoma's Whataburgers are pretty good too. But
well, let's face it, Oklahoma was part of Texas. I mean, it is
Oklahoma's
really,
close enough that they actually
Texas.
get the ingredients, the fresh ingredients. I think
Yeah.
because up here, until they get a distribution center closer, it does not taste the same. It tastes like really old frozen burgers.
I like, the yeah, we could talk about Texas all night, but
Yeah,
what a burger I did like an awful lot. It was one of the things I liked most. Was going there because I'm not a big fast food or burger guy, but I used to enjoy Whataburger. But
Whataburger, I get a triple Whataburger with cheese on Texas toast and get it dry, and then I get a thing of their white gravy, and I dip the burger into the gravy. That's how I like my Whataburger.
Yeah, I do that. I get gravy and I dip the burger in it too, not just fries.
Love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It explains an awful lot, mate. It explains a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna die real early.
Me too. Yeah, me too. So, anyway, you got anything you want to promote, my friend?
Monday Meltdown on Monday on Comics Division's channel. Tomorrow night on Tom Connor's Mead Midnight's Edge After Dark. We're doing the well, you're going to be there, right? We're doing
I'll be there. Yeah.
85 Halloween movies. I think we're halfway through. We got 40 to go, and then I get to pop over to Culture Stream and see what's going on over there. So, lot going on. I'm down to Tuesday nights are the only night off, I think. So the wife is really loving it. And on the 18th, not officially announced yet, but I mean, I'm pretty sure we've got it in the works. Me, Carrie Smith, Odin, well, possibly Odin, and Forces of Light Entertainment are going to be doing the Christian panel, and that'll be at 5 p.m. Mountain on Carrie Smith's channel.
Nice.
And I'm not sure what we're talking about yet, but it'll be like an every other week, maybe every 3 week show, with rotating other Christian panelists. Good. And it'll just be talking about things from the Christian perspective and picking a topic and just kind of going over it, and just trying to bring some of the Christian viewpoint a little bit into our little sphere and going over things, just because there's a lot of Christians in this sphere, and we don't have many shows that are centered around it. So we're trying something different.
No, that's good, mate. It's nice to see something different in this corner, you know.
Well, we do sports. I'm going to do the Christian thing. Apparently, I just do all the test things. Adding sports into the fellowship, adding, you know, sure, you got sports wars, but we started first, I think.
We did. We don't need there's only one sport, and this is it.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't need to be talking about the rest of the crap.
Yeah.
We could talk about long drive challenge every now and then. For golf, it's actually fun.
You could if you want. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big golfer. It's to me, golf is an excuse to drink all day.
Yeah, but long drive is a completely different animal. It's kind of like the home run derby, except it's just guys hitting the ball as hard as they possibly freaking can and going like 450 yards. I mean, it's insane.
I would like that if they could hit it and then grab a rifle and shoot it. That would be a sport.
These guys might be able to. These guys are crazy. You'll have to go down that rabbit hole sometime on YouTube, because it's interesting watching these competitions. It's very much for
sure,
you know, kind of a brand new sport, and they're not able to play golf really worth a crap, but they can drive the ball.
They can hit it hard. There's the Happy Gilmore scenario here, really.
Yeah. Smokey, cool. That show is going to be, it'll be on Wednesdays when we have it. I think the first one is the 18th, if I'm remembering the correct date for October.
I'll try and listen into that one, mate. Good.
Yeah, the 18th.
Nice to see different stuff getting tried, you know.
Yeah, Wednesdays are going to be hell on me. I'll have that show directly into Yelling at Parked Cars, and then a 2-hour break until Shag's midweek hump after show that I'm on. So I'll start at 5 and end at 2.
Yeah.
after
night-
working all day. So
That's
it's going to be a
that's one of my nights off. I listen to stuff. I don't take part in anything.
yeah.
Because
Well, the
you know,
funniest thing will
don't you
be-
miss listening to things? Just listening.
I do, because once you become a creator, it's kind of like, you know, during the day I can have it on in the background while I work, but I'm not really paying attention, and it's usually not the live show. It's usually a replay of whatever, so that I can kind of catch up. But yeah, it's kind of weird when you transition from being always in the chat to being on the streams and stuff.
Yeah, it's a
because you
different
just run
life.
out of time so quick. And yeah, the weird thing about Wednesdays is, like, even for yelling at parked cars, I don't have any bourbon, because it's like I've got to go 2 hours on yelling at parked cars and then take 2 hours off and then go another 2 or 3 hours. So I don't have a drink
That's
until
tough.
the
I mean,
midweek hump.
It's not
But,
so bad
I mean,
it's not so bad like on Sunday when Mead rolls into Culture After Dark. I find that's great.
Yeah.
I've got momentum. It's the gap in between. 2 hour
Yeah.
gap.
2 hour gap is weird, and
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, what am I going to do? So I usually catch up on TV shows or whatever we're talking about on the other channels, because I've, you know, then go watch The Continental, everybody. Fantastic
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
show.
Yeah, I'll be watching the third one, and then I'll be on Toxic Permitting. I'll be on Monday night with comics to talk about that. I hope so anyway, because you know, enjoying talking about it.
Oh, you've been there for the other two, right?
Yeah, so
you'll be there.
enjoying talking about that one. Yeah, it's nice to have something positive to talk about, you know.
Yeah, from backstage talks, I don't know how well everybody liked episode 3. I thought it was great, but we'll see.
I'll be watching it.
We'll see how the talk goes, because everybody kind of didn't like episode 2, and I think I talked a lot of people. A few of us talked a lot of people into liking it on last Monday. So we'll see. I think people are far too quick to judge harshly anymore because of the way shows go. But
yeah, and I'm looking
when we get
forward
something
to
that's good, we've got to like it.
Yeah,
We've
I mean,
gotta,
even if it doesn't have to be the best thing ever. Just good is good enough, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, doesn't
at
have
this
to
point,
be.
just entertain me.
Yeah, just give me some entertainment. Yeah, and then I enjoyed the first 2. I'll watch the third one tomorrow. I have high hopes. So yeah,
I thought it was great. I've watched it twice already. So
okay, mate. No, I think I tended more to agree with you than some of the others, but about it. So tomorrow, yeah, I'll be on Mead and Culture After Dark. Monday, though, on this YouTube channel, obviously not Rumble's, Brahma's Rumble, we're doing a Dio celebration. So, because the physical release of the Dio documentary Dreamers Never Die is happening. Well, it's happened. I'm waiting for my copy to be delivered. So I thought, time for a Dio celebration stream. So I'll have several guests that knew Getting Ronnie and worked with him closely, which is great. Like Willie Fife, Colin Hart, Wilco, all the tour managers that used to work with him. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Play some clips from Jack Black's movie, Tenacious D movie.
I'm going to try and just clip.
You might get away with that a little bit easier than actually clipping his music, you know?
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, I've got an opening montage. It's about 3 minutes long of Dio clips that has so far not had any copyright stuff against it. So hopefully I can at least have that. But that'll be a great show because I'm a big fan. But yeah,
I'm a big fan of him constantly doing this.
That's right. Holy diver. He was a lovely guy, and yeah, it's been a privilege for me to know guys like Willie Fife that were close friends of his for years. So
little body, huge voice.
Little guy, but yeah. So that'll be fun, and then there'll be tons of other shows during the week. So many I can't remember because I'm knackered and I've got to go to bed.
All right.
So good night, everybody. Thank you for being here.
And thank you to those who participated in the fantasy draft. It'll be fun going throughout the season.
Oh God, yeah. And we'll see you all same time next week for some real hockey stuff. So
we're back.
We're back, baby. Hosers. Good night, everybody.
Night.